Been using at-risk for around 15 years to model uncertainty. Used it in so many situations. One example that was taught to me by some people I taught at the military was how to model the hostage rescue in 1980 in Iran. And it turns out if they'd had at-risk then, the hostage rescue might have succeeded in rescuing the hostages from the Iranian embassy, and Reagan might have not beaten Carter in that election. History might have changed for the better or the worse, depending on your opinion. But we use it to model uncertainty. I'd say the major application would be, some of the major applications would be capital budgeting. Should a company go ahead with a project or not? I mean, we don't really know the net present value of a project. You can't just say it's $500 million. Projects can lose money, or they can make a lot of money. You need to look at the whole range of outcomes. And at-risk provides a really convenient tool for doing that. And it's much better, I believe, than the competitive product Crystal Ball, because in at-risk, you simply can replace assumptions like point estimates on things like market share and market size, just put it in a simple function. Then you can copy that function easily across the cells of your spreadsheet. Crystal Ball makes you jump through hoops to do that. And that, to me, is the major difference between the products. And then another important example is using it to model uncertainties in finance, such as foreign exchange rates, stock prices, interest rates, commodity prices. Used at-risk to help Procter & Gamble model their exchange rate risk and then come up with a hedging plan that saved them millions of dollars in their foreign exchange hedging. There's just so many examples. Marketing, trying to determine range of customer values. Is it a good idea, for instance, for a company to give people $50 to start using their product? Well, it's a good idea if their market share, if those customers stick around long enough, but you don't know for sure. So you can model that source of uncertainty. You can simulate the NCAA tournament, one of my favorite applications, figure out the chance of each team winning. So they're really just unlimited applications to modeling uncertainty with at-risk. And you got to be smart to use it, but I think the software package makes it as easy as possible to use. Oh, my students love it. I mean, a lot of them say, I'd love to have a job where this is all I do. I mean, they really enjoy using it. And I probably teach at Indiana University 200 students a year how to use the package, and we go into a lot of these applications that I've just mentioned are the ones I teach in my class, and I go to a lot of companies and teach it. I've gone to Cisco, Microsoft, Bristol Myers Squibb, Pfizer, and General Motors, among other companies, to teach how to use at-risk. Procter & Gamble, I know, uses it in all their financial analysis, so they haven't asked me to teach there. NCR is another company where I taught this stuff. And it's just got so many applications, because the thing you have to understand in business is you never know exactly what's going to happen. And if you make decisions based on the assumption you know exactly what's going to happen, you will invariably make the wrong decisions. What you have to learn how to do is plan for the fact that when you make forecasts, they're going to be wrong. And you have to build in that error and make decisions based on that. And once a company understands that, they'll become a company that's much more profitable and a much more intelligent company.